Ever since this crisis started, it's become very fashionable to hold conferences on the internet through Zoom or other forms. And every time I went to a conference, I found myself disappointed because the speakers were using logic to tell us about the future. I don't think you can predict the future with logic or with data of the past. And that got me thinking. I said, I even read articles. They said, well, if this COVID-19 ends in Q1 of 2020, what are the implications? If it ends in Q2, what are the implications? And if it ends in Q3, what are the implications? And I was thinking, how do we even know that it's going to go on only for 3 quarters or 2 quarters or 1 quarter? Now, who can tell the future? Of course, not everybody can tell the future, and maybe nobody can tell the future. But because telling the future requires a little bit of imagination, not just logic or case studies or what was done in the past. You take Dean Kuntz's book, The Eyes of Darkness. He's predicted the coronavirus back in 1982 in his book. It even starts on Wuhan. The first chapter of the book starts on December 30th, and it's only on December 31st that the first coronavirus patient was reported in the news. Then you look at a movie like Contagion by Soderbergh. If you look at that movie, you know that it's exactly what we are going through today. So Soderbergh was imagining in 2011, when he produced the film, what would happen in 2020. 9 years later, you take Bill Gates' speech, TEDx speech. He was telling us that it's not, a bomb that's going to destroy us. It's going to be a virus. But we didn't listen to him. So we didn't listen to all these storytellers. They were telling us stories of the future. And then it struck me that the only way that we can help ourselves is to imagine stories of the future. Now, there's a better word for that. It's called scenario planning. So we got together a bunch of people who were interested in the subject of scenario planning, and we decided to apply rigor to this whole process and come out with some macro trends, some driving forces, and to kind of weigh risk against uncertainty and put this all down in a paper. And we thought that it would be very useful for some of the industries. We're going to be industry specific about what kind of risks and futures these industries are going to face. We really hope that you find it useful. Thank you.